Hello, welcome back, all my various wonderful viewers out there. You are welcome back to this, well, I said the biggest show on YouTube. Well, it's one of the best shows on YouTube. Welcome back to this program, Time Out with Funmi Akingbade. And I still remain your one and only bedroom instructor. My name is Funmi Akingbade. And on this program, we tackle all sort of issues, grade, small, and everything in between that relate to sex between couples, sexual health, sex and sexuality, everything in between. And we give more information, we give ideas, we answer questions. And today there's this wonderful questions we're going to answer. And I know many men will be interested. Many of our husbands will be interested. Please don't listen to this alone. Call your spouse, call your husband, call your wife. And also subscribe to my channel and watch all the channels that I have. Answer a lot of questions, and today's issue is one many people are trouble coming to grip with. The popular belief is that size matters. Or does it not? Size matters. In my experience, well, we have to stick around and find out just what I've learned about big issue. Don't go anywhere. And today, I need us to know that as the world advances, the focus is on making everything bigger and better. Bigger and better. But does big or bigger always make for best sexual performance? Seldom as the insecurity of men and women being on the obvious in this area. Women complain of big vagina. And their husbands are not enjoying it. Husbands complain of small penis, and as their wives are not enjoying it. So, does size really matters? So the question is, does size really matter when it comes to satisfaction? Wow, we're going to look at this one. It's going to be interesting. I'm interested already. I'm, getting set. Yeah. Let's see. What is standard size for a man? What is the standard size for the penis? Many have asked me questions and questions over this. Does size really matter, affect sexual performance? Yes and no. What is the standard size? Every size is a standard size. Even if yours is as small as this, trust me, or the cover of a pen. Because someone told me, my penis is not longer than the cover of a penis. Is it possible to safely enhance a small penis or reduce a very large one? How to reduce very large vagina? Can a woman's vagina be too large or too small? Is your wife so tight or is it not tight? Now, let's go to it one after the other. What determines the size of a man's penis? Does hereditary factor come into play? Now, I want to start answering the question from the beginning. Let's see. What is standard size for a man? What is penis standard size? I want to let us know that whatever you have as a size is actually the best size for you, honestly. Actually, the standard size varies between an inch and an inch, and those who are less than 5, those who are less than 5.5, they are like, oh, they have issue, and that's when it's small. Then those who are bigger than 9, they are like, oh. So it's actually between 5.5 and 7.5. Extreme of the large maybe 9, but extreme of the small maybe 5. Now, that you are below 5 does not make that penis non-functional. Now, does size really affect sexual performance? It does affect sexual performance from the angle of the mindset. So I keep on telling, this is a phone I have with me. Now, this phone, if I do not know what it entails, all the things embedded in this phone to satisfy me, socially, to help me. I don't know the make of the phone, but I know it's a good one. But if I don't take time to know how this phone performs and all that is there for me, you see, I will have this phone with me in my hand, but I will still be lacking in those things. Why? Because I lack the knowledge. Let's assume this is a penis, and this penis is maybe, okay, this is a very good size. This is a very good, this is a very good height. Maybe it's as half of this, and I that has the penis do not know that this half size of the penis can actually function well. Because of my mindset, I'll be looking at the size. I won't be looking at what is embedded in it. So the functionality of a penis, either small, big, or average, has to do with the person that has the penis. What do you know about sex? What do you know about styles? What do you know about satisfying a woman? What do you know about how to put that penis to maximum use? It's actually what matters in performance. Now, is it possible to safely enhance the sex, the penis? Yes. We have natural, we have synthetics, we have surgery. But I would rather go for natural. I would rather go for how I can look into everything embedded and maximize maximize everything that the penis has before I start going to, like, I need to enhance it. Then if it's too big, that is too big does not still mean many women will run away from you because someone told me it's so large that he find it difficult to even to even expose himself to a woman. And I'm like, why don't you just get one you will marry and let the person know that I am highly endowed here, and will you roll with me? Now, can a woman's vagina be too large or too small? Yeah, vagina can be too large and it's too small. Now, if we say it's too small, maybe you're still not sexually active, because if the head of the baby can be pushed through the vagina wall, it's not too small. But if you have a pelvic that is oval-shaped, that is not very rounded, that is oval-shaped like that of a man, there might be a problem with that. But where the vagina is inserted in the penis has nothing to do with the penis with the gut of the pelvic. It still has to do with you, the owner of the vagina, and your husband knowing what the tricks about it. Now let's go to the other question. What determines the size of a man's penis? Does hereditary factor come into play? Yeah. Hereditary factor comes into play. And some people will like, if you have long feet and long finger, it means your penis will be bigger. It's not true. Hereditary is just what plays a very big factor. Are there means of altering the size of sexual organ for male and female? And are they very safe? Like I said, the best thing is for you to know how your penis function, know the functionality, and you carrying the penis, know what the tricks of really satisfying. The moment you get the tricks of satisfying a woman, it has nothing to do. It could be enhanced. Maybe you are the one that the penis is not bigger than this. You can also, enhance the performance with also your fingers. As your penis is inside your wife, you can also put your fingers there to help to help the penis perform its job. And all those things, you just know how to go about it. It is how to go about it, how to use the instrument between your two legs that matters, not really for you to get it enhanced. Now, let's look at this like this question. My husband is just too big for me. Dear for me, my husband is almost too big for me. His organ is on the very, very large side. What position will you advise for easy penetration without me getting hot? Now, this is a very huge man, maybe huge penis and huge. And because many huge men, they don't even have huge penis. It is those ones that are not huge that really have huge penis. And the lady is tiny and small. All you need to do is just missionary the man under. Not to get on. Okay, let me answer the question. You can both take up any position where you, the wife, can control the speed and the depth of penetration, such as being on top. So any on top position is okay for you. The man is large, the man is big, and you are tiny, and you're like, I'm going to suffocate under the man. Go, change position. Just know that any position you take, you are always on top. Now, there's another question here. Does the size of the penis matter when it comes to the size of the vagina? No. The size of the penis, remember I said if the head of a baby can be pushed through, the vagina of a woman, there is no level of bigness of a penis that a vagina cannot contain. No penis is as big as the head of a baby. And that is how the vagina has been packaged. And that's what I said. Information gives you an edge ahead of any other thing. If you're not well informed and you don't learn this, you would know that that's not a problem. That is a walkover. Now, I also need us to know that the size of the penis does not matter when it comes to the size of the vagina. Actually, the female vagina is highly elasticized, is elastic, and can accommodate any male organ. For example, the vagina of any woman of a childbearing age can accommodate the head and the shoulder of a newborn baby. I'm not talking about the vagina of 12 years and below, a woman that is, a marriageable age. The only obvious difference in the size of the vagina may be caused by differences brought about by normal delivery. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that when there will be normal delivery of multiple deliveries, definitely the size of the vagina of such a woman will increase than the size of the vagina of the woman that just had one delivery. You have multiple vaginal delivery. The vagina will elasticize, will be widened compared to the one that just had one normal, natural vaginal delivery. So the numbers of the vaginal delivery of each woman affect the size of the vagina. But this isn't any problem at all. It could be solved. A woman can make a vagina tighter with Kegel exercise. I need us to know that. With Kegel exercise, you can make the vagina very, very tight. And this is just simply, and I said it the other side, there are other videos that have talked about vagina Kegel exercise. When a woman does Kegel exercise, it tightens the vagina because there is a cord that both is related to the vagina, that is also related to the pelvic wall, that is also related to the bladder. Now, when Kegel exercise is performed, this cord, which is called the PC cord, is located and is exercised. And only located and exercised more with the bladder. When you want to perform Kegel exercise, you go to the bathroom. Not that you are trying not to wee, not that you are keeping urine, but you want to do a wee. You get to the bathroom, you just imaginarily tell yourself, I'm not going to do a wee once. I'm going to divide this urine into 3. I'm going to wee one part. While you wee the one part, you stop. You stop passing out the urine. And you try to hold on stopping for as long as you can. What you just did was that when you stop, you locate the PC cord. When you keep on stopping, you are firming up the PC cord. And if you keep on stopping, you're firming it up. And when you stop, you release the PC cord. So you stop, you locate it. You keep on stopping, you are firming it down. You're making it shorter. And when you release and urinate again, you release the PC cord. So when you do it over and over, the mystery and the miracle of the PC cord related to the bladder and the urethra and the pelvic bone and also the vagina is that it's carry all of them along and exercise. When you stop, you locate, you stop, keep on stopping, you're shrinking almost all the organ that is connected to that PC cord in the pelvic. So when you do this over and over, the vagina shrinks back. And that's a mystery. That's the mystery of Kegel exercise. So it isn't the size of your vagina that you should be thinking about, but the tightness, because it is the looseness that affects sex, not the size of the vagina, the looseness of the vagina due to, normal vaginal delivery of multiple deliveries of pregnancies. So when your vagina is too loose, there is possibility that your husband may not enjoy sex with you. From the age of 40 upward, a woman may experience what is called prolapse of the uterus. And this is not because you're sick, it's because the vagina is just over-widened. And because you are not doing pelvic exercise, Kegel exercise, the uterus now, forcefully entered into the extremely unduly widened vagina. Now, this is called the prolapse of the uterus. And prolapse of the uterus only occurs because the vagina is over-loosened. So when you do Kegel exercise over and over, you just see that, whoosh, you don't have prolapse of the uterus. This is a condition where the uterus of the female enters forcefully into the vagina due to extreme looseness of the vagina. So I would suggest that women within this range should practice Kegel exercise. In fact, I suggest that every woman, every man practice Kegel exercise and introduce Kegel exercise to both your male child and your female child right from babies, because it's also, Kegel exercise also help us to prevent bedwetting. So when they can't control your bladder, this and that, you could introduce Kegel exercise to them. It's also help, and also Kegel exercise also help with premature ejaculation, weak erection, because the same urethra that carries the urine carries the urine of the man is the same urethra that carries the sperm cell, the sperm that comes out during ejaculation. So when there is Kegel exercise in place over and over, you'll be able to master when you have the urge of ejaculating, you can control it. So quick ejaculation, premature ejaculation can well be handled without you spending money on drugs. Now, I want to answer this other question. My organ is too small. My penis is too small. I don't want to lose my woman. I have a problem with my penis. It's very small, and my wife is complaining every day. Please, no, my girlfriend is my hobby, my woman. Please, what do I do before I lose her? I need us to know this. It's either you go for Kegel exercise, sorry, I take that back. It's either you go for knowing how to use this your tool and satisfying the woman. I need us to know this, men. It is not the trusting in and out that really entices the woman. It is the act of foreplay where you can bring her to orgasm. So if you can really take time to study and know what she can, what she wants and how you can get into her, by the time she gets into orgasm, your size is irrelevant with her. So it's not the proudness, you trusting in and out, over and over, that really entices her so much. Because most of us, by the time we watch Blue movie and others, we think that's what women like. No, foreplay, really bringing her into a real state of arousal, getting her to have an orgasm, and you can get a woman to have an orgasm, get the best of sex with your finger, with you caressing her, and just, everything you have with you can help the small size penis. And by the time you're getting into her, you're just flowing. She's already hyped. She's already into a state where you're trusting in and out just has no difference so much. Because if you can use your penis very well, going to get something done and all those stuff might not be necessary. But if you want to, there are natural herbs that you will take. There are natural herbs you take for 3 months, 6 months that will help. And there are natural pumping machine that you can take. They all have their side effects. There is surgery, but now transgender, you can change a man to a woman, but you have to be maintaining the change. Many vitamins, many this and that, you'll be maintaining the changes. Oh, there's surgery, they can transgender, so you can do a transgender, you can get something bigger. But I'm saying that maintaining that thing you got artificially is work. So we're going to go for today. And before I go, I just want to say that it is my belief that the issue of sex must be first resolved in the mind. It is impossible to enjoy sex to the fullest when plagued by thoughts of insecurity. Remember, you are in a competition with no one, especially when you get a woman or you get a man that understands you. On a final note, if anything at all is to be big, then let it be your imagination. That is where the real fun starts. Till the next time we meet again, I'm still your one and only bedroom instructor, Funmi Akingbade, saying, don't miss next edition of Time Out with Funmi Akingbade next time. So same time, same Funmi Akingbade, your bedroom instructor. God bless your union and keep your sex bed hot. Bye for now.